let's turn these two things into something a little better that we can say that we made. It's gonna be semi-homemade, guys. It's my brother's birthday this week, and he loves chocolate. So I've got a chocolate fudge cake that I'm going to bake for him and do a little extra to it. And yes, I need some kitchen shears. I'll tell you that right now. I need to get on there and get me some ordered, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and put the water in that it calls for, which is a cup of water. And then it asks for a half a cup of oil. Whether I have a half a cup here, I don't know or not. Really right at that half a cup mark. It's going to go in there. And the reason it really doesn't matter is because I'm going in with my Dukes. This is going to make it a little more moist than it would normally be. Don't have to be a whole lot. And guys, it's not going to taste like mayo like everybody seems to want to say that it does, but it does not. It's just oil and eggs in here anyway. Then I'm going to go in with a splash of vanilla, about a teaspoon of vanilla extra. And I'm going to have some almond extract here. But guys, no more than about a quarter of a teaspoon on that. Gives it a little bit of a cherry taste, I think. So 3 eggs. I got egg everywhere on that one. It's okay, it'll all clean up, right? Messy cook's the best cook. Okay, guys. So we've got everything in here that, well, no, we don't. I had some piece bags of chocolate chips. So I'm taking that triple fudge up to a lot more than that. And those are mini chips. So you can put in the bigger ones if you want, but I'm gonna turn this on low just to get it blended together, and then I'll turn it up and go for about 2 minutes, just like the box says. Super easy, right? Let's get started on that. Okay guys, I got that all mixed up. Got my pan sprayed. I only spray the bottom. Years ago I had an aunt tell me that just to spray the bottom, and that's what I've always done. And I'm gonna get all this batter off this beater, and then we'll put it in the pan. Okay, got that beater all scraped up. I'm gonna scrape the sides of my bowls because I know I have chocolate chips on the sides of my bowl here. And I want that in my cake batter. Make sure I get them all in there. Okay. Putting this in my pan that I pre-sprayed. I've already told you that, but sometimes you miss what I say. So I'm gonna put this in here, and I'm gonna put this in the oven at 350. Bake it like the box directions, except mine, I'm gonna take it out a little sooner. I like to let it finish cooking on the counter. I think it makes a moister cake. So if you take it out a minute earlier than what it says, I think it helps. You do you. I don't know your oven. That's what I do. I get some of the air bubbles to the top. Now I'm gonna slide this in, bake it, and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out and cooled. While our cake's baking, I'm gonna take this icing, this is not even your name brand icing at that, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do to it. All I'm gonna do is I'm adding some extra vanilla, just like that. It makes it taste so much fresher, so much fresher. And I'm gonna just do a tiny drop of that almond extract. And guys, I'm just gonna make some holes in here because it's gonna splash out if you try to stir it all at once. Just kind of getting it in there like that. And then I'll start moving it around really slow and just getting it in there, and I'll keep stirring this and show you what it looks like in just a minute. Okay guys, I got it stirred in there. It does tint it a little bit when you use the regular vanilla. If you want to use clear vanilla, you could. But guys, this is the way you get to go off and say, hey, I made a homemade cake, because you beefed up the icing. I've had so many people go, oh, I love your icing. Where did you get it? Guys, super easy. Go do it. We'll finish the cake in just a sec. Okay, cake's cool enough. We're going to go ahead and start icing this, and I'm going to top this with some chocolate, I think. You could go in and dust it with some cocoa powder if you wanted, but I am going to just sprinkle some chocolate chips on top, I believe. And like I said, you can add clear vanilla if you want to keep it that pure white look. But hey, either way, it's going to taste delicious. And you'll have yourself a homemade cake. I'm going to keep spreading this on there and show you what it looks like. So taking a box cake mix and canned icing and making your own little touches takes it up a whole nother notch with flavor. And like I said, I'm going in with the bigger chocolate chips on this because that's what I got. I'm not going to go overly crazy with the chocolate chips on there though. Just a few here and there. And I'm just going to leave it at that, guys. Where every little piece gets a chocolate chip, and there you got it. You got a homemade cake. I'm going to cut this when my brother gets here for his birthday. And be able to say, hey, I made you a cake. Guys, go try this. Super easy, flavorful. Hit that heart button. Please hit the heart button. Follow me if you haven't followed me for more content.